why estate and letting agents fail to convert more from their websites.
From a technical point of view, there'd be two main reasons: speed and mobile optimization. If the users are on a slow website, they're going to become frustrated and look to leave. They won't find your promotions, they won't find your great content, and they'll become frustrated and head to a competitor's website. Likewise with mobile, if they're unable to find aspects, if it's not set up, if they're not able to click through correctly, if it's too jumbled up, they're also going to become frustrated and leave the website.
Many estate agent websites are built by templates developed by the CRM providers, which are often add-ons, and although they are very cost-effective, they are not necessarily designed and built with marketing in mind. Now, this is really a problem, because if agents really do want to attract more leads from their websites, they need to invest in a website which is planned, designed and built with lead generation in mind.
Most websites have too many calls to action on each page, making it hard to choose where to click, and therefore the user chooses not to click anywhere at all, but to leave the site. As they say, less is more, so reduce the number of calls to action you present and then track the results to see if this improves your conversions.
One aspect that we see more and more estate and letting agents fail in is tracking, measuring, and then coming up with conclusions and improvements. Now, when you have traffic coming to your website and you don't track it and you don't measure it, you can't improve on anything. And when you just assume that things happen, just because you have a phone number on the site, just because you have a contact form on the site, just because you said to somebody here, send us an email to this address, it means nothing. You can't actually know what really happens. And we see more and more agents fail to actually apply any type of tracking, or sometimes they do apply tracking, but the tracking is not really accurate. They're not actually measuring the correct pieces of information.
Most websites promote 2 to 3 calls to actions. Typically those are book evaluation, book a viewing, and in some cases it's book instant valuations. Those calls to actions are typically designed for about 15 to 20% of the website visitors, which is what we call bottom of the funnel. Those are visitors who are looking to take action there and then. About 80% of the visitors to any website, any estate and letting agency website, are still in their research phase. What this means is that they're not ready to convert there and then. They're still looking for information which will then help them progress to the next phase. In order to attract those leads and engage with them, estate agents really need to come up with slightly different calls to actions that are for example, free downloads or to register for a free webinar. So if you really want to increase the number of leads that you generate from your website, try to introduce different calls to actions that are also aimed at visitors who are still in the research phase.
Putting it correctly, setting up a proper email automation and combining the email automation with your website will allow you to be able to engage with your vendors and landlords and actually create a nurturing sequence that allows you to communicate with them when it's convenient to them, allows you to keep in touch with them, allows you to understand how much they engage with you, with your website, with your content. And then when the time is right, either for them or perhaps for you, you can then decide to be proactive, contact them, and hopefully get their business.